Hello guys, it's been a while since I live streamed to my account because last time I made a live stream on this account, it was like a year ago, but there's not much to talk about it. But if I could just like to invite people onto my stream, that would be great. And because I need to, like it says in the title, I'd just like to talk about some stuff and topics and so on. So it would be great if I wanted to. And I'm just trying to wondering. Uh, yeah, I put the link in there in case if anyone wants to join in the YouTube chat as well, so that anyone can see and shit. So like it's been a while, like that I know that was like a dozen of times. So uh, I'm just gonna hide that for a while. Uh, we just invite some people in here. I don't have much to say other than that, but this is a StreamYard stream, so I'll just invite some people on Discord, my friends. I have to wait. While we wait, we'll just talk. And I'm just wondering, just in case. I don't have much to say. I'm just gonna mute it for a minute, and then people will see the shit. Hopefully. So I'm just gonna mute. Some of them might be inactive, but I'll hold that out. Might take a while.
All right. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. So
Yeah.
so what we're gonna do on this stream is to talk about everything you want until there's another guy in here, and as soon as we get through that, you can just talk about everything, like for example the BS situation, even though I'm not involved on it, and everything I would want to know, I guess.
Yeah. For me, it's just Beatrice has just been so Beatrice has been just been very betrayal. Like she just betrayed me and my friends for no damn reason. Because my friend Eric was because some of the stuff that was all because she betrayed me and Eric because and Diana and other friends of mine's because all because they because let me just say this. Apparently because Eric there was some screenshots and photos that were taken out of context. For example, the photos of him was wearing a mask. He was wearing the Legion mask from the Dead by Daylight game, and he had a knife and he was holding a knife, but that was just used for show, not for trying to kill somebody. I know my friend Eric can be sometimes, very violent, but he's not that violent. He's not going to be a criminal. She just thinks he might be a killer in the making, even though ironically she was also supporting to kill people as well, which is being ironic. Like,
and Bia was Bia is he's nothing. She's nothing but a hypocrite. I just remember him back in 2016 or some, when he did the same exact thing when he was like a 10, even though I'm not sure because you said that he was like
he's
27, but we have no evidence of it.
Yeah, I don't make because this girl named Margetta say that she could be 27 because of her voice, which I don't think I think it of it at first I thought it could be, but I highly doubt she could be an adult because she says she is, because I don't think she is possibly is an adult, but I think she's just a child with an adult body because most of the time puberty can affect you in many ways, shape, or form depending on where you live.
Yeah, and Bia, if you can, I don't know much about Bia, but if you can know much about him, do you know more?
Well, I know more. Like Beatrice, for example, just made me wonder. She was also trying to tell everyone to stop hating on Ethan Davis. Even he said because he's quote unquote is a relevant topic. Even though I don't think he's a relevant topic. He's a pedophile who might take shit too far as just being in love with like yeah, because he recently like I remember he tried to use he actually he actually took real life kids photos without their consent.
Their parents like would report him probably on Facebook because I
Yeah,
know they have Facebook, but they will probably post a picture of it.
yeah, it's really sad, really. Like as a person that grew that grew up that like Ethan is not irrelevant. He's just hiding in the shadows so he to avoid trying to get damage to control. I don't think he's a
Mm.
dead horse until he becomes a dead horse. Until we either get him until he get arrested from the police.
And should I look some information on the phone so that I can come up with those shit? Because sometimes I don't know much about her, so I'll look up in the phone, and then I'll explain it here.
Yeah, for example, how Beatrice will let me just say this. Like she says she has diabetes, but guess what? After
I
she
see.
came back from the hospital, let me just say this. She came back from the hospital, but I saw her Facebook post. When she came back from the hospital, she ate McDonald's.
Damn, that's so stupid. Why would someone do that? That's dangerous and no, I mean irrelevant.
Yeah, because if I were her, like I could understand if you're eating fast food, but you have to be careful what you eat because you don't know if that because you have to watch your blood pressure and other stuff if you when you have diabetes.
Or cholesterol.
Yeah, cholesterol. That's why people say I would. That's why. That's
I
why I have been
saw
trying to.
I saw a new video by Angel Candy Productions, and there's a new video called "The Medic Puff Girls Rosa Crying," and in the thumbnail it shows his fictional character Rosa crying in the thumbnail, which is obviously stupid because there's no person by the name of Rosa Koretzky exists.
Yeah, she has like only two. For what I know, two siblings. Her siblings name Viola, and another one named Kayla. She never talks. She never mentions them. Well, she did mention them once or twice, but for what I know, apparently, for what I don't know if Margetta's like overreacting or just kind of overreacting with when it comes to because she was kind of overreacting about her voice, about her being like 27.
hmm and I will review the video here and what do I think of it. So let me just read the description first. Beatrice Me feels sorry for her sister Rosa while she cries and gets hugged. It says that it's based on the Little Octi Lost episode from the show Powerpuff Girls from 2016.
Yeah, I for what I heard, yeah,
And there are
yeah, she
also
just
com- and there are also comments from other people saying, "Oh, oh, oh," I know.
oh my god, they're just babies
Exactly, and they can't deny that they're just Beatrice fanboys.
or fangirls, or I call
Yeah,
them or stands for what I know. They
yeah,
just reminds me of those.
BS
Yeah, they just
fans.
remind.
Who's
They're just
eating?
worse than I'm eating. Sorry,
Oh,
I was
okay.
eating chips because my
Were
for
you
some odd
hungry?
reason. Yeah, because my stomach was like kept. kept giving me a little sharp pain, like if I didn't eat. Even though I have been trying to cut back from eating fast food for a while because I don't want to wind up like Beatrice.
I'm pretty sure Beatrice diet consists of fast food and other Western junk food as well.
Yeah, and she and I'm a I'm I may be I may be a
Um,
little
I see
I
some.
may be
I
yeah
see
because I
someone
may
whose name is Agito Hiroshi. He just joined the stream and left it.
oh you
Uh,
mean Sonomatic?
no, it was not Sonny Manic. It was someone named Agito Hiroshi. I don't know who that is.
I don't know. I think it could be one of Beats White Knights or
I
possibly
think
someone who you
I think I'm gonna ban him.
yeah because I don't know if he's Beats White Knights or somebody who just
Oh, Agito is Miratowa. Okay,
Yeah,
Oh
okay.
yes.
guys. It's not. I'm not Beatrice White Knight.
You're not?
yeah
I'm
thank
Fyodor.
goodness.
Good.
I didn't know you were Miratowa.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Yeah, because
Recently I was
because I
just like,
this happened with another person. Like she was bullying another person named named Bruta Meta. Bruta Meta was like part of the LGBT community. He was like he attacked he B attacked him because he was being accused of being heterophobic because he just said that he doesn't want a heterosexual flag in
okay.
the LGBT community. And I do agree, with him. Like, yes,
not
yes,
only are we
heterosexual.
going to get the evidence, not only do
Um,
we have the evidence against her and the White Knights, but we
Ma-
do know that
um,
Beatrice might be 727.
for Miratowa, can you please add whenever you're on the next StreamYard stream next time? Can you please add your Discord username so that we can recognize you?
Sure. I guess. Like,
I think
let me
since
switch to the computer.
Lucifer showed the evidence against me of me being being a bully and stuff, guess what? People are now going to question me if I was actually a troll or not, if I was a bully or not.
I remember
Yeah,
someone in the Beatrice fan base said that you are a birthday card sender. You know what I'm referring to. I can't say it.
not to mention Beatrice was bullying another animator, this guy was Bruto Meta was also a part of the TF2 community, and he was bullied by Beatrice and her White Knights. Her White Knights had said a lot of mean things to him. Like they were giving out death
Nasty
threats to him,
things.
and they were saying a lot of stuff. Like they were calling him slurs and telling him to go kill
You
himself.
don't call anybody else you hate a racial slur because it makes you know better and it makes you look like an asshole.
And sending death threats to them.
It's not good to say that towards a
Yeah,
criminal. And you know what I'm gonna think of doing? I'm gonna form the anti-Holocaust group
yeah, cause
to take
yeah,
my
cause
so that way I
I
can
know
go to
Kyle.
war against
Kyle
them.
had cause Kyle had harassed another animator because this animator for a dumb reason. Because I heard because he said he was supporting someone named Caleb who showed like he said he was showing child porn when in reality I heard Caleb was like hacked, which she did show proof. But they didn't believe, but they're not believing him. They're not believing Caleb.
Oh, and by the way, after we talk about this BS situation, can we also talk about some other stuff as well?
Sure.
Not right now,
Okay.
but when you after the BS situation that you talk.
Yeah, B and her White Knights were harassing this guy on Facebook. Like there's a lot of proof. I will like there it's on the VC chat where
Yep.
he was he was bullied by this girl. He was called names like he was called like he was called he was like they were saying homophobic slurs and they were calling him racial slurs like the N word and with the hard. I think it was the hard R, and they were saying giving him
Or
death
the
threats and
F
saying
slur,
like,
probably, or
yeah,
any other racial slur, or the C
yeah,
slur, or the
god
P
damn,
slur.
god
It's like,
damn,
whoa. It's like, whoa, why are you guys being so racist, honestly? Like, what is
yeah,
wrong
bro.
with you?
Like bro, and he claims, and ironically enough, she was because she was mad. He was, and he said that his that he was just telling, he was saying the truth about how Beatrice shouldn't his her characters are just horrible. Her original characters are horrible, and reason why
Yeah.
kids shouldn't be
And
allowed.
most of them, and yes, most of her sisters, all these sisters are fake.
Yeah,
Also, I saw a video on his other channel, Beatrice, and he made this Zenderman, Oscar Fingerson, and Brutal Memes sing the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse theme song.
who Kyle?
They-
No, Beatrice.
She made a
Oh
fake
wow,
account of Zenderman, like with some imposter videos.
Yeah,
Zenderman,
I saw
Oscar
that.
Ferguson. Because
Yeah,
I heard
Yeah,
Oscar.
yeah, but I think I'm not gonna say that too much of him, uh, but the
I
other
know.
one, Brutal Meme,
Hopefully,
she
more people make exposing videos out of Beatrice because
Yeah,
I
something
also
because
needs to be done with her.
because
because
he
she's a
was
clown like
accusing.
Ronald McDonald.
Because she was accusing Bruno Meadow of being heterophobic because he said he doesn't want an LGBT, he doesn't want, you know what I'm talking about, a
A
heterosexual flag
heterosexual flag.
in the LGBT and in
Меня зовут Дмитрий Рогачев. Всем привет. Сегодня я скажу
He's
вам
and
not
the
even
LGBT.
heterophobic.
ненавидят.
All he said
Yeah,
was that he doesn't.
В нашей стране
All he said that he uses that he doesn't like that flag.
жители опасно, сидят
what do you
церкви,
say?
складывали широкие проспекты, переделывали исторические
Say
постройки. Что-то успешно, что-то противоречиво.
yeah.
Они
I feel really bad for him. I feel really bad for him for he getting bullied by Beatrice's white knights.
торгуют авторитет.
This is why I feel like. This is why people. This is why This is one of the reasons why we went after Beatrice and her dumb
Because he
nuts because they took it too far and they make lies about people, spreading slanderous rumors about people without any specific evidence.
Yeah. And he put him in a group, and not to mention he put him in a group where her white knights were just harassing him to the point he thought of to the point he wasn't like, he was just mad and stuff because he
And
felt
that's
like,
what I'm gonna do if they try to harass someone. I'm gonna attack the living hell out of them.
because Beatrice and her white knights are just A-logging people they don't like.
And guess what I'm gonna tell them though? Stop logging people, or else I'm gonna have to go to war against the entire Go Anime community and the whole court.
hold on. If you guys talk, I'm just gonna bring my phone here because I moved to another place. So it's to my chair. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm
Okay.
gonna bring, if you guys just talk.
Yeah. Not only Beatrice has gone too far with a person. Keep in mind, this person is part of the LGBT community, and I feel like she was faking being part of the LGBT community. She, like, one time she claimed she was a lesbian, then she claimed she was she claimed she was a I don't know. One time I think she claimed she was a lesbian, and then she came out as a pansexual. Even though back in 2019, for what I heard, according to somebody, she was making fun of a gay couple in 2019.
I heard she also dated, name is Rena, which I'm pretty sure you guys are all heard of. She
I
is
know.
that
I've been on her server.
Yeah, and I
name
heard
is-
rumors that and I heard Reyna was accused of was being slandered by Turquoise, Marquis Turquoise Trigger by saying some stuff that was possibly fake.
And should we attack Mercury Blue Trigger as well? Because we need to accuse him of being a pedophile. Not to mention the fact that he actually told me to go kill myself and send porn to me.
Yeah, I think you should, because this kid Because I don't know how old he is, but judging by his age, he could be like around 16, 17.
And not to mention the fact that he sent me some love life porn.
And keep in mind, the Love Life characters are minors, I think the youngest,
15. The youngest is 15. The oldest is 17.
yeah. So he could actually get in big trouble by.
I wonder what will be the reaction of Bluezette or Mukri.
And we all know, we know we know that's his YouTube account, his Twitter account, his, you know what I'm talking about, his Discord account. Because he does show like his other accounts. On his he started to he makes me wonder why.
This is why I feel like we should go against him and Beatrice, because we're not gonna stop them until they get terminated.
They also have the
Yeah.
hashtag he is innocent, which he's not.
Yeah, because she attacked someone who was like an animator, and this guy actually drew better than her.
Yeah, and
I control people. Plus, I control people better than Beatrice does.
And she was calling us a troll feeder, but yeah, she fed the troll to
Boobs Dev.
Yeah, she kept stalking Boobs them, for what I know. And I think she might be a communist. That's what a communist. I think she could be a communist. She possibly is a communist.
Or possibly a fascist.
and doing so will be like in a crime.
So if Beatrice thinks that I'm the criminal, well, guess what? The evidence that was shown, but the evidence that I showed to Holocord saying that Beatrice was actually lying about me, and I told them that I was actually proven innocent, and I was just being a troll, then everyone would start going after her.
Yeah, because that's the rules of the internet. Don't feed the trolls.
I'm not sure.
Just watch when Mercury Blue Trigger finds out that Beatrice is actually 27. Then he'll realize that we were right this entire time. Beatrice is a pedophile.
Yeah, this is just alleged because we think Magetta could be overreacting about her age. Could be.
Not only is she found to be a victim,
where did Sonia Olanik go?
Oh,
I
yeah.
think you heard.
Oh, what did I? There.
not only is Beatrice the one basically lying,
but she's also like to be a hypocrite also, because she got mad at Bruta Meta over the fact that he said that he doesn't want a heterosexual flag in the LGBT community, and he was accused of being heterophobic when he wasn't. And I know Bruta Meta Nina was like very upset when this happened. Like, that's what the problem is, because Beatrice had her white knights harass this person, and this was on a Facebook group, for what I know. Bruta Meta was called. He was called a lot of slurs, for what I know. He was called like the N slur, the N word with the hard R.
along with Along with Liliana was called the N word, along with Tuxtune as well.
Yeah, and she's trying to say it's element expert when that's the oldest trick in the book
I'm not
on the
gonna
internet.
fall for that. It's not even an
Because
expected element.
Inspected element does not work on mobile.
yeah, it's very
So the
impossible. It only
screenshots,
works on browser. It's only work on browser, and we have it only
so
work
the
on browser.
screenshot is 100% real and legit.
Not to mention they were trying to say, oh, it's freaking, oh, it's edited like photo, like it's editing software. Like, dude, you're just using it as an excuse because you don't want to admit the truth.
Yeah, and Beatrice wants to hide it.
Yeah, because she knows she might lose a lot of subscribers,
But this is
possibly.
why I'm telling everyone, don't listen to her and listen to us. All Beatrice did was to spread lies about me and say that I was just a cyberbully. And all I did was to be a troll. But since Mercury showed the evidence against me, people are gonna question me.
Yeah, there are gonna be people like there are gonna be people. Yeah, Marcos is also a go. He's also still he's go a
Animator.
go a go animator. So he can't be talking. Go animator shouldn't have an opinion. Oof.
Go animators shouldn't attack people. Because look,
Yeah, because what, for example, what they did to Bruta Meta, the guy he was an animator. He was like an animator, and he did animation memes for what I know. This guy
but
I
I'm
felt
sick of Beatrice and her Nights basically cyber stalk me to death. I'm just sick of this. It's to spread
yeah,
hate against me and my friends.
yeah. This is all because she wanted to betray us because of some dumb reasons. She didn't, instead of just talking to my friend Eric about, hey, are these screenshots legit and real? He would have said this was taken out of context. Just kicked him out of her server. That's what I don't like about people who just jump to conclusion.
Yeah,
And
Like,
just don't jump into conclusions.
but
Do it at the
I also,
end.
like I also said with my friends as well, I'm actually not gonna get involved in the situation while I listen to it, and I will always see the shit on both YouTube and Discord. The BS situation.
yeah, it just goes to show that she's only 16 and still and trying to ruin her life.
But it turns out that she wasn't actually 16. She's
But
actually
it's
27.
but it's just a legend because I think Margetta could be just overreacting about her being, being 20
27.
It's a
because of her
room.
voice.
But if we wait, all we got to do is just wait until Margetta finally calms down and shows us the evidence.
It's probably a rumor.
Yeah, because some rumors, like some people do that because they might be mad at the person or something like that.
The real
And then
reason
she
why we're
gets
spreading the rumor of Beatrice lying about her age is that we're trying to look for it. We're gonna investigate. We need to investigate to see if Beatrice did lie about her age.
If she admits it in the future.
well, I highly doubt she would because she's too scared that she might lose her she might learn she might lose her fan base.
But what if I make the fan base turn against her? But the only way we can do that is by telling them the truth, like convince them.
And
Yeah, because
just showed the images that that just belongs to you, and just not taken in Inspect Element, because these fanboys do not realize that these images are not Inspect Element, because the Inspect Element does not work on mobile either.
It's impossible.
It's
Yeah,
very
because
impossible.
the only time you can only expect Element is on browser apps, but that's
Yep.
but using other apps.
I think
It's
Puffin has that one.
what do you say?
I think Puffin has that one. You know Puffin?
Yeah.
And not only is Mercury trying to accuse me for manipulating, Mercury accused me of being a manipulator. Yet
Well,
yet
yeah,
features manipulate people to hate me.
and hate other people that she don't like. And
She is
there's
just
actually,
to save his husband.
and I have proof, and there's evidence going around that she could be not, that she might not be, pansexual, because she did change being a lesbian before to being a pansexual, and now she's, because I know there's proof that she was trying to accuse of being, hetero, being, because there was proof that she was trying to be that she is possibly straight, because she remember the
Yeah,
remember yeah, Bruda Meta, because she got accused, she got mad at Bruda Meta for saying that he was that she was calling him heterophobic, even though he was saying that, hey, I don't want a heterosexual flag in the LGBT community.
And
exactly. It's like, Beatrice, how retarded do you have to be?
Like, instead of just agreeing with him, he just called him heterophobic, and that's a proof. That's something, and I understand it, but he wasn't saying something heterophobic. He was just admitting, hey, I don't want a heterosexual flag.
he's like that one kid in your school cafeteria who destroys all of the food over a truth thing.
This is why I was building. This is why I'm trying to build an army against her.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
good.
she just can't, because she needs to stop doing all this shit, because she's gonna wind up hurting somebody.
Yep.
Because she did it to a lot of people, and some of them either left the internet or changed their names.
And this is why
Now,
I'm not gonna get involved in Discord situations, because I don't like that shit.
the only way to stop Beatrice now is to spread the truth and spread the word.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but,
because
but like I said, I think it might get more Beatrice attentions. It will get more of Beatrice attentions.
Damn it. But we need to keep our videos unlisted just to
Yeah,
prevent Beatrice and her Whiteites from knowing.
yeah.
and that's why I named it Talking About Stuff, even though you guys are talking to Beatrice about Beatrice.
Yeah,
I
because
know.
This is just getting out of hand. I know.
Things are getting
Because
out of hand.
because Beatrice wants to be a bitch and don't want to admit her mistakes. She thinks, oh, it's in the past. It's in the
But I
past,
feel
so
like But it feels like I just want to go to war against the Go Anime community.
Even
because
if
they
it's in
just
the past, it still would be remembered and never forgotten.
yeah,
Past will
because
never be forgotten.
because your past will catch up to you. I mean, look what happened to certain people who got some kids who were or once were kids who did a lot of dumb shit in the past. They got a lot of hate for that.
A lot of those people who are attacked by Beatrice are mostly victims.
But I am
Yeah.
his fan base.
And Beatrice rants are one of the reasons with Sexist and Sex with The devil
And
is one of the
and
reasons. It's one of the very few examples of why we get bad reviews.
people in the comment section are in Beatrice's comment sections are like, yeah, agreed, yeah, agreed, yeah, agreed.
They're
But I
freaking
actually
sheeps.
disagree. I would actually
They're
disagree.
always, they're always repeating the same thing with agreed. It doesn't spread facts or anything.
They don't
Yeah,
spread the
because
facts, but they also show little to no evidence
That
because
proves
yeah,
they're nothing but a
they
bunch
don't
of
know
cowards.
anything about society.
yeah. Not to mention, like, and they were comparing, Boobs Deb to Yandere Dev, which that's stupid because there's a difference between those two.
She's
And
treating
Boom
like
Dev was actually a troll. You
her.
can't just compare a troll to someone who did really horrible shit and became a pedophile.
She's treating Bruce with that like he's worse than Hitler. Also,
And at least Boobzev has his limits.
Yeah, because he was I think he blocked at her on Twitter because she kept telling him, hey, I'm going to, like, because she was, I think she was cyber stalking Boobs Deb, and Boobs Deb was just trying to troll her.
So maybe we should help Boobzev.
she did the same thing with false UTCP members too in the past as well, in 2016 and 2017 as well. I remember.
Let me guess. Well, let me guess. It was false UTP members.
Yeah, it was false UTC members. I remember that.
What'd she do?
What did I do in 2016 and 2017? I was also spying on them.
And
Just
she was
spying.
trying. And let me guess. She was trying to harass these false UTP members.
Yeah, but I got tired of it, so I created the Wizard Buzz allies in that year back then.
Yeah, because she just
Also, people's UTTP accounts are nothing but false UTTP. Because Beatrice sucks at trolling, to be exact.
And not to mention, she also created this UTTP THTTT TSPL account from like 2021, and
I
and
feel like I need the package reviewer to do an exposing video on Beatrice.
I
or
don't know if he
maybe
does like.
or maybe I know that some famous YouTubers don't know who that is, but probably like some ordinary gamers would do some shit a review on Beatrice. You know,
Or
some
possibly,
ordinary gamers. Mudahar.
or some commentary YouTubers or rant YouTubers like Holly TBS or Just a Robot or others.
I don't like most commentary YouTubers, to be honest, because they always act like Leafy.
Like what?
Leafy, you know him, the YouTuber.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Leafy is one of the very first examples of why cyberbullying exists. He bullied and harassed an autistic man.
Yeah, and he got a lot of death threats by his fans and his family too. And this Mika, I know this Meso guy thought, cyberbullying doesn't exist when it does. Like, look what happened to look what happened to Leafy. What Leafy did to because he thought,
person.
he did this to an autistic person, and I felt really bad.
His
He
name
did
was
this to a lot of people too. To have his fans
And
attack him.
most of them were kids. Most of them were either kids or teens or adults who have, problem in their life.
They did this. He did this because he was boring in his life and thought his content was like stupid, but he was wrong because these kids are only doing this because it's their first time doing YouTube.
This is my
Exactly.
problem with kids on the internet. It feels like kids need to be off the internet. Think about
Yeah,
it.
because
What if they get screwed?
They just
They'll
Yeah.
say, "Ew, kid, why are you doing this shit? Get off the internet."
It's either the parents' fault.
Yeah, because the parents usually let them go on sites unattended.
Yeah. And also one fact about Leafy, he also got terminated last year, banned from the site
And thank
last year.
God for Leafy is here being banned because he's nothing but an awful piece of shit.
Yeah, even though I believe he is bad, at least, but I kind of believe it was unnecessary for YouTube to just ban him without any explanation.
But I think the
There's
real
also
reason why Leafy is here got banned is due to the bullying, all that repeating cyberbullying shit.
nowadays
Yeah,
YouTube is worse than 2016 YouTube. 2016 YouTube was when we had the Leafy and HVHG Keemstar pyrocynical drama, and now in 2020 we have this. 2021 we have this Nikocado Avocado and OnlyFans, but I do respect that OnlyFans that has like pornographic like, content in there, so it must be respected because every every internet content must have pornographic. Otherwise, people wouldn't just wank off. It's their society. It's their hobby. I don't respect them, but it's their hobby.
yeah, it's from this stupid anti porn it's a Christian and anti porn group called Exodius Cry.
I'm pretty
But the
sure
real
I
reason
heard.
why I feel like I wanted to form the anti-Christian group is to take down old Exodius Cry for my revenge,
Here's
for
some
everyone's revenge.
Here's some nowadays YouTubers that I didn't like, but liked them in the past. One of them include Kid Behind the Camera. You know him, Kid Behind the Camera.
Oh, ain't that yeah, I know why you may not like him anymore because he just keeps clickbaiting and other stuff.
After his father passed away 4 years ago,
Yeah, I
I feel
know.
bad for that. I feel bad for his father passing away, but there's no way to clickbait on your channel just doing it for views. He's milking his father's death for views.
Yeah, I know. It's just annoying. You wouldn't do. Yeah.
And number two, there's this one YouTuber named Nikocado Avocado. He's that mukbang YouTuber who eats loads of junk food every day, daily, part
Yeah,
of his
it's
diet.
for what I heard why he does this is because he knows it will make people laugh at him. For
Let me just read his Wikipedia page.
all
He
right.
has a Wikipedia page, if you didn't know. Um,
I mean, most YouTubers might have it.
Perry has said he only plans on creating mukbang videos for a couple more years, and that is very
I
unhealthy.
think
So he
most of
will.
Prep 10 videos are mostly clickbaiting. I already know that Game Theorist is a clickbaiter.
It is because of his mental health.
Yeah, and not to mention the fact that he makes saying that Omori is the next Earthbound. Yeah, it isn't.
I
It
never
would
liked
actually make
Nikocado Avocado. I never knew who he was, so it's excluded. But I'm just gonna include that because people knew him who he was and who he wasn't.
Yeah, Nick Avocado is killing himself. He's trying to eat himself to death because he thinks it's funny. It makes people
I
laugh
said
at
to
him.
all those fat people, you're a bunch of
You
losers.
guys,
You look like a bunch of basement dwelling losers, lonely virgin losers, who have nothing better to do.
he was the
Like it's
same in 2020. That's before I joined YouTube in 2008 when my cousin joined there.
Most of Manfet's theories are mostly fake and incorrect.
I heard that his acting is staged.
Yeah, because he's doing this because he wants to make people laugh and make, a lot of these drama channels, these T channels, make videos on him. And
The
it's kind
acting
and
is
it's,
the acting is a prank, but the weight gain is real.
yeah, he's just eating himself to death because he want to make people laugh at him. He's trying to be funny.
And there's also in
He sucks at being funny.
number two.
That's
There's
not being
there's
funny. That's just being sad when you're trying to eat yourself to death.
That's why I
and
say to
also
all of these. This is what I'll say to people who think eating themselves to death is funny.
it's not even funny
It's
Go
at all.
outside for once. Go outside,
yeah,
exercise, and stop being a virgin. Because you look
yeah.
like
It's
a
not.
virgin.
Yeah,
It's obviously
like
sad.
yeah. It's just
This is
sad when you're
sad.
just trying to eat yourself to death because you're trying to make people laugh.
I'm the Chad here. I'm the Chad who knows everything. A Chad is where I'm the Chad who knows that MatPat is a scammer. That knows that eating yourself to death videos are not funny. But yet
And
the
for number
screen.
two, the name is H3H3 Productions.
Yeah, I
You know him?
used to like these people. I used to like these people until they started to become more and more stupid. Because,
Except for Nick
clickbaiting.
Avocado, because I
like
didn't
for
know who he
example,
was.
like he's starting to get. For example, people were just he was talking shit about he was trying to say that Keemstar is trying to date a 20-year-old and he's only 40, about to be almost 40, which
Yeah,
and people thought that was just weird, but I think it's okay for a person to date whoever they want as long as it's not,
A
as long as
minor.
they're not a
and by the way,
child.
I know every single one of these YouTubers except for some of them, like Nick Avocado.
And also, Christian might be facing 10 years in prison, luckily.
Yeah, and I heard about this
No more
Isabel
YouTube.
girl. Yeah, the
No more
Isabel.
YouTube.
Not to mention that Isabel girl is getting a lot of hate on the internet because of a lot of things what she did. Not to mention what she did to Christian. Not only Christian, not to do Christian, but she did to other animals. Like she's like all this stuff is true. Like for example, she boiled her hamster alive and ate it. Gave her cats, and she's a college student. And she's a college student, and she was trying to and I think she was trying to force Christian to have sex with his mother because she was gonna blackmail him, but it failed because
And H3H3
Mirrorheads
was
is also biased. You know what I mean? Mirrorheads is a very biased and toxic community because they give the most stupidest but most pathetic reasons
who
why they hate a
who's
fandom. Mirrorheads. It's a website.
yeah. Oh yeah, I know about that website. I was gonna originally I remember going on there was a wiki I used to be on called the Toxic Fandom and Hate Them Wiki.
and H3H3 was entertainment in mid 2020s, but now there are slow and painful decline like PewDiePie.
I don't think PewDiePie's in the slow decline. I think it's just
Well,
people think PewDiePie is in slow decline because most of the time people who are trying to get PewDiePie cancel are mostly journalists who are possibly boomers who just don't understand the internet.
I
And a lot of
understand.
them got canceled for that.
They only got canceled on Reddit, I think. Reddit is a place where PewDiePie belongs. You know Reddit, like?
I know what Reddit is. Everyone kind of hates Reddit, but I don't think Reddit's a bad site. It's just some people are bad there on that site.
The real copy is actually $100. It's like you don't want to buy the pirated copy. I also heard that the game prices for the Pokemon games are actually crazy.
Yeah, for the older games.
Yeah.
PewDiePie is probably
Yeah.
a man. but he acts like this on the YouTube when it's on the camera. He acts like a normal person.
Yeah, because
The
most of
complete
the time,
box is like $150 something. No way.
I'm just tired. Yeah, people are just trying to say, oh, 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 like, oh, why don't you just buy? Why don't you buy the official game?
Think
The
about it.
official,
It's expensive. Because what if
yeah.
it's expensive?
Like, let's say there's a game that you want to buy, but it hasn't been. And even if you do buy the game on the, because sometimes creators they don't because Nintendo, because I understand indie gamers, indie developers. You know what I'm saying?
Uh huh.
But other games bigger other game people like Nintendo and stuff like Nintendo. I
Yeah.
would rather pirate a game than just buy the official game because it's gonna take emulators are easy because because sometimes let's say because sometimes they don't want to give you the official remake of
Original game.
the official game that you've been
And not
waiting
to
for
mention
years.
the fact that Nintendo scams people to be around $60.
Oh, I also have one YouTuber that is on the fall. His name is Boogie2988.
Yeah, I know because he always likes to act he always acts different on his YouTube and other.
If a kid, if Emmett Ederson is actually, I know, and just forget it. I mean, I know that the Diaz games are like, I know that some Diaz games are getting expensive, and it kind of sucks.
Yeah, because scalpers will get a buck. Will get a buck.
And this is why I say, pirate the games and never trust a scalper.
Fun
Yeah,
fact:
because
Boogie2988 is 47 and he acts like this in YouTube.
Not to mention the fact that Nintendo will make limited release titles like Super Mario 3D All Stars, and I heard that Super Mario 3D All Stars is actually a scam.
And
because they just
also, have you heard of my line? Have you heard of it?
what?
Have you heard my line of what I said? Boogie2988 is 47.
Yeah, I know
Oh,
he's 47 and he acts like an edgy 15-year-old.
none of your jokes are funny. It's like your jokes are not that funny. You suck at making them. You suck at
Yeah.
grammar. Plus,
Even
I even think Mario the Plumber can make a joke better than you.
yeah, even though he's no longer relevant, I think the reason why I feel like Mario the Plumber is no longer. I feel like the reason why he stopped doing all that stuff, he was doing this. I think he just did this because he stopped doing this. I guess he's getting a job soon.
Yeah.
Have you heard
And
of Sammy Classic Sonic fan?
Yeah, for what I know, I think they were just trying to do he was just trying to troll, but I guess he didn't want this trolling to affect him if he gets a job in real life.
I see.
That's what
So
I
have a
believe because
defense.
Sammy Classic
'cause, you know-
Sonic fan was one of those YouTubers that bashed opinions on Sonic, I think.
yeah, but he was a
Pretty sure it
troll.
was- Yeah.
Don't forget about Sammy Claus, the Sonic fan. Sammy Claus, the Sonic fan, is also a troll.
So
Yeah,
it
we all
wasn't a
know.
skit. So it wasn't a skit.
I'm gonna say
It
the
wasn't-
feature. You feed trolls like Booth Death, and your jokes are just as bad as an edgy fucking as a fucking third grader, and you'd also deserve to get owned by Sammy Claus, the Sonic fan, and Mario the Plumber, because he and Sammy Claus, the Sonic fan, can make far better jokes than you.
Yeah,
And also, Sammy Classic Sonic fans videos aren't a skit, so it was a troll. Yeah.
yeah. But he's like in college now, or I don't know what he's doing for now. Recently, I heard he was like in college.
He's like 23, I think.
Yeah, I think this happened when he was like, I don't know, a kid.
He was like 14.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and play some.
Yeah, yeah, it's just
You guys playing DS?
Yeah, I'm just playing New Super Mario Brothers.
I used to have a DS, but I remember there was another DS coming like a DS, a DX XL and another 3DS.
Yes,
I wanted
IXL.
that.
Yes, IXL.
My sister owns a Nintendo Switch.
But now people are now getting a Nintendo Switch.
My
And
sister owns
Nintendo Switch costs a lot.
And
my
let me tell
sister
you
owns
something.
one.
There's also scalp prices for this Nintendo Switch, like the console.
I also think
And I
that my
also
sister
heard that
owns one.
I heard that the Switch OLED is actually a scam.
Yeah.
Let me
It
guess, it's a
doesn't show
shitty.
4K graphics and stuff. It just
It don't
only
show.
has a nicer screen, and that's it.
Yeah, I could understand if it was like 199 or
It's like
My sister
the Switch
also owned
OLED
a
is like
Nintendo Switch.
$350.
My sister also owned a Nintendo Switch. Just to let you know. Just letting you know.
Yeah.
yeah, this
Continue.
yeah.
I
There's
think the
also this
reason why I
genre.
got into Nintendo games is that it's because Nintendo refuses to be good, refuses to add some games, or fix their mistakes, or fix their
Yeah.
problems with the Switch, and then the Switch becomes a failure.
Yeah, I know.
After the Wii U's failure, so Nintendo decided to raise up to the market by creating this Switch in 2017, which was 4 years ago.
I thought the Switch was good until I realized the Switch Online service is shit.
People
Yeah.
called the Switch a success.
I think they're just
But
saying this because, Wii U, because of the Wii U incident.
Yeah.
but I feel like the Wii U is much better than the Switch era, along with the 3DS, because
Because
you have all the virtual console
because
games and stuff.
yeah.
And I also have my Wii because that was back when Nintendo used to be good.
Yeah, I feel like Nintendo become a lot bad because they starting to become more greedy. Some people blamed and I heard rumors that Nintendo gave Logan a cease and desist. Super
Yeah,
Mario
and the
Logan.
real reason why I think SML. Think about it. Think of all the bullshit that SML has done recently,
Yeah.
in the past.
Not to mention he stole money from his patrons.
I don't
His,
like him though.
So I guess he actually deserved it.
yeah,
I
because
don't
I heard
like
because he stole money from his from people in his fans from Patreon. Because he didn't because there was some stuff that was unfulfilled, like sometimes he did give out shout outs. He only gave out shout out to like 2 people.
And I just don't want to scam people. You know what I mean? I just don't want to give people money. I don't want to take their money. Come on,
And he was also on
because I
he was
feel like
also
that
on
makes me feel like a gritty scumbag.
not to mention he was also he was put on I can't he was put on Good Morning America not once but twice.
Yeah, and not to mention the fact that SML did drama with Chili, with his girlfriend Chili.
I thought I've
Yeah,
hated him throughout the entire life when he was
not to
beginning.
mention not to mention he also keeps advertising. He also claims that his stuff is for mature audience, but ironically advertising his his merchandise for kids.
Like Jake Paul.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and Logan Paul.
I remember that.
yeah, because they were advertising, because they said their stuff is for mature audience, but ironically having their keep advertising their merchandise for kids. Like
This is one of the reasons why I don't like him at all. Super Mario Logan.
I
And at least his channel is finally dying.
No,
yeah.
because nobody watches him.
Yeah, because when the puppets happened, when he did all that shit,
All because
including the
of the
puppets.
Jeffy thing. The
Yeah,
Jeffy.
he could have just got.
Finally gave him a cease and desist, and that's like, finally,
That's
it's like, thank God Nintendo did something good for once. Well, Nintendo cease and desist letters are bad, but for Logan
I
Paul, I guess it was good and worth it.
because he was using their characters in very what.
In various inappropriate ways.
Yeah, I know
One-
people are gonna and some people were trying to compare it to. They're trying to there were people out there who were just mad at Nintendo for that, but they have to realize Nintendo
Nintendo is a mega rich, multi-billion-dollar company. All they did is gave SML the cease and desist letter because he did a lot of racist shit and stuff.
I'm
Yeah,
more
I know-
interested
I
in
know-
Sony and Xbox.
and you know what they're gonna say. I know, but and his fans are and some people were just mad at Nintendo, but Nintendo has everyone knows why Nintendo did it because they don't want their because most kids most people who actually like Nintendo stuff are mostly kids, and he was kind of showing merchandise that was for kids, and some of his
Some of his audience
like-
might be real children.
I
yeah
know
most
I'm
of
a
it,
retro gamer.
And I remember one of his videos included the N-word.
Yeah. I remember SML's older videos. Those were good.
yeah. I
Back then,
only
he
saw his
used to be good. Nowadays, he sucks. And thank
Yeah,
God his channel died out.
yeah, it died out because he kept moving channels even though it was against YouTube's terms of service. And I do remember there was one video. I remember there was on his
And guess what I'm going to
on
say
his
to
old-
Nintendo? Congratulations, you took down SML for us. Now
Yeah,
we got the
because SML
justice and vengeance that now everybody got the justice that they deserve.
Yeah, because he scammed all his not only he scammed his Patreon, also because he also was he was told time and time again to get rid of Jeffy. But he didn't because he also because people were telling him to get rid of Jeffy because not because they hate him because he tried,
annoying.
He has been doing this
And-
for like 4 fucking years. Super
4
Mario
or
Logan.
5 years straight.
yeah, because
Yeah.
Jeffy was kind of the example when because I know people were going to try to compare, are going to compare, are going to say similar things. It's supposed to be like South Park and it's supposed to be like South Park and Boondocks when those are two different shows. Those shows are way different than SML.
Yeah, you can't just compare SML to those two different shows because two shows are very different. Different entities.
Yeah, he's being
Both of them
offensive.
are different.
Yeah, they're offensive because at least they're only offensive but they do it out of they do it for respect.
At least South Park and Boondocks has its limit,
Yeah.
unlike SML.
Yeah, because they also they also put I heard one time he said one time there was a character that said the N-word and they were.
And then people got mad at him for saying that.
Yeah, and he would, and it wasn't the excuse was, oh, I have a black.
Friend, bro, that's not even an excuse. I can look. Only people who got the blackness from one of their family members' side can say the N word.
And for what I know, he's white. He's white, for what I know.
Yeah. Not only am I a mixed, I'm confirmed. I already know that I'm actually a mixed race because most of my family members are actually most of my family members are actually Afro Latino, like mostly dark skinned. But also sometimes they're Indian too, like Native American Indian.
Yeah. So
I actually got the blackness from my mom's side.
yeah.
And I know that some of my family members from my dad's side might be black too.
Yeah,
And
it just makes me wonder.
that I can't say it. Guess what I'm going to say to Beatrice? I actually can. And you're
Yeah.
the one. And you said the N. You think that's offensive? You think that's offensive? I called you the N word. You think that calling me that I called you the N word was offensive? Yet you said it. You said the N word to Tuxton and many others. So you're just a hypocritical. So that proves that you're hypocritical.
And because you're Hispanic and German.
Yes, you're proven to be Spaniard and German. And I can tell that you're white. I can tell that Beatrice is actually white. Oh, Mercy Blue Trigger. And then what Barris did is that he sent me porn.
Yeah.
Tap to lolly porn. It's like Barris. Barris could be objectively identified as a pedophile.
What are your thoughts on the show named Happy Tree Friends? I
really like it. I used to like it. I don't like it anymore. Not because of. It's because they don't show it that much anymore.
Well, let me just tell you something. I do not like the new ones, but I do like the old ones. To be honest,
the old ones are better. Yeah, the old ones is better.
Yeah,
because they had much more humor.
They have much more humor. Yeah, it's more.
I don't like the least violent ones. As an example, I only choose the least violent ones.
And then I'm like saying to Beatrice, I can make jokes far better than you.
Yeah.
People can make I can make a joke better than you. And if I can joke better than you, it's because
and just to let you know that on the Happy Tree Friends, I don't like the ones that are much violent. Letting you know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't even like how, Beatrice is always, because Beatrice has just gone too far because I knew she went too far when she actually attacked somebody named Buddha Mena. Because I looked at Buddha
too far. And then she went too far as to flag my video and getting my YouTube channel suspended or terminated because I just called her out on the bullshit.
Yeah, because she thinks, people are going to get mad at me. Oh, I might lose a lot of subscribers and stuff.
She's just a coward. She's just a bitch. She's a bitch and a coward.
Yeah, she thinks that, people are going to, she worries about losing a lot of subscribers. She reminds me of Creepshow Art. And so...
And also,
like who the fuck cares if you lose subscribers?
On the Happy Tree Friends
Stop
one.
bitching about demonetization. Stop bitching about losing subscribers.
I don't like the new ones. I like the old ones, and also the fan base is also stupid. In case you didn't know.
Yeah, I know because the fan base can sometimes be a lot toxic. Like they harass people for having a character. Let's say your OC looks like I don't know, like it doesn't look like a normal Happy Tree Friend character.
And so far, I only favorite one video of Happy Tree Friends on my playlist.
Yeah, that's why I don't like the Happy Tree Friend fandom.
I really hate the fandom though. I really do.
Yeah,
I
because they
also hate
treat
it
they
as well.
same here. They treat everyone. They treat people who actually make something different worse.
I'm
They
thinking
treat
of
him like
doing
the
that like
worst to get
one
to.
video called Beatrice Gets Owned, where a bunch of where the EXE Union, and the Danny Donsai and many other Speakonia group take revenge. Go
Hold
on.
on, I will invite someone whose name is Zachary Palmer.
AK, I know Zachary
Oh,
Palmer,
I
AK
dodged the
Kirby
blue
Kennedy.
shot. Oh my god, I dodged it. Oh,
Wasn't he known as Zachary Palmer was also known as a Kirby comedian 2015?
2015. Yeah, probably. Because I
oh
don't
wait, I do
I don't know
remember
much
about
about before.
the Alvin Hung situation. I do remember.
Yeah, I remember this. I remember this guy named Kirby comedian 2015 who he got a lot of trouble for for harassing Bubsy Bobcat for he was known as Kirby comedian 2014 for what I know, but he was harassing Bubsy Bobcat to the point that Bubsy Bobcat had to fake his suicide by telling his friend to fake his death by saying he drunk bleach and dropped dead. And everybody on the Goemon community was mad at him for
But
that.
that's what I'm gonna tell everyone. Sometimes you have to fake it. Just to trick Beatrice and the War Knights into thinking that they're dead. I know people are gonna be mad at me about faking my death, but it's actually worth it.
Yeah, and after he said he was alive, he felt really guilty about it. And keep in mind, Bubsy Bobcat was like gay, so people were just mad at him for that. They were a little mad about that. I know. African Vulture was mad at him for that, but his friends actually did agree that he should have never. That they weren't like that mad at him for that.
At least. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try and pretend to be a girl, or try to pretend to be a fictional character. That way, I can trick Beatrice and the War Knights into thinking that I was a fictional character. I tricked them.
Yeah.
But I also got Beatrice and her War Knights caught after I showed the evidence where one of Beatrice's War Knights sent, get this, bloody hentai manga. One of them.
Yeah. And was this in a group DM or a DM or a
It
DM?
was in a server. It was in a server.
Oh my god, these people are, and then they complain about us. Like look what they're doing, like showing.
Look at the evidence that I'm showing. It's not Inspect Element.
Yeah, if you're
You
doing, if
guys
you're
are
gonna
like
do
nasty. You guys are nasty. Like
I
what the
just
fuck
talked to
is wrong
Zachary
with you?
Palmer, and she said that he's currently at his grandma's house. So he
I think
can't
I
be
know
here.
about. Do I think I know Zachary Palmer. Was he known as Kirby comedian?
No, he's now known as
This is
Dark
going
Matter
to
Blade
find
Man
meds.
for
At least my
Fowler.
mom knows everything.
What do you say?
He's right now known as Dark Matter Blade Man 400,000.
Yeah, because I think he wasn't he part of the Go Anime community.
He was, but now he
Good
left.
thing I wasn't part of the Go Anime community.
Because I think I know Zachary Palmer because I think that was his. Because I know he was like that before. I know he regrets doing that to Bubsy
He
Bobcat
used
to this
to,
day.
but stop. He used to, but stop.
I mean, he does regret. There was like a video of him telling
We should make
telling
a Kiwi
Lord
farm
Pluto,
story.
this person named Lord Pluto, to telling her to shut up and stuff about a video talking about how Go Anime shouldn't be being harassing people because they're attacking him and stuff, and then attacking people, causing a war and stuff. And then he said some really stupid stuff.
And I think the real reason why I feel like I wanted to go to war against the Go Anime community and the Holocaust is to take revenge.
Yeah, because not to mention Kyle was harassing somebody that wasn't even that was friends with someone who got hacked, but they thought, oh, he didn't get hacked.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, because they didn't even watch the whole video. It's just like
Now the hatred against Kyle is gonna start increasing as more and more information gets spreaded. And since he made a run on Kiwi Farms and Encyclopedia Dramatica,
yeah,
he knows he's
know
not
what
gonna
happened.
get it.
We all know he's fucked. He's fucked because we all know anybody who's on those two sites, they'll get somebody will find out what he did.
If we show everyone an Edie page and Kiwi Farms page about it.
And
About
in
Kyle.
Sweden,
That's what's gonna happen even next. Beatrice might end up having a Kiwi Farms page.
in Sweden, their Gen Z culture is just too stupid. I mean, just look at it and I'll show it to you. They're just riding on e-scooters all the time and just talk about some American slangs and shit, which is probably their society now.
Like, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm just
don't
wondering.
even like. I just don't even like this country's culture nowadays. I like Brazilian, but not Swedish.
Yeah, people always wonder why, but I always
I also
wonder
don't
why.
like. I also don't like American culture as well, because their teens like do this shit.
I know the ones who get offended the most, the ones who misuse the word cultural appropriation a lot, are mostly white people.
Yeah, white cis straight people who get offended, who are the ones who are offended who are the ones who get always usually the one offended by the you know what I'm
That's just
saying?
white straight feminazis who don't actually care about patriarchy nor women suffering in the Middle East and become racist.
Yeah.
Racist, sexist, pedophile supporters who don't give a shit about serious issues.
Yeah.
They think that I don't care about anybody but myself. Well, guess what? I do. I do
Yeah.
care.
Yeah, I remember. Not to mention they used the quote unquote word of Latin.
Yeah, they think that I was lying, yet I was telling the truth. And if I show them the skin color of one of my family members, they'll be completely lied, and then many people are gonna start get angry at them, and then I'm gonna tell them, take down the Killer Anime community because we need to take them all down, and our goal is to take it out.
Yeah. Like they're the ones who thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. They always think you're like I was just gonna say like you know what. Like, and not to mention, Kyle keeps seeing the N word with the A, and he said this to and I know he was harassing this person. I showed you the video.
But he also said the N word to me and my friends, along with my friend Shiny.
Yeah, he shouldn't be saying that N word. He's saying, "Oh, I could say it because."
And Shiny's like, you know what? I'm gonna beat you up for saying the N word.
And he said, and he called. Didn't you see the video that I showed you that he was harassing this person named Nambua?
Nah, I'm just gonna go ahead and watch. I'll just watch it.
You haven't watched the. I had to watch it. And he was calling her an SJW because she didn't like him saying the N word with the A.
That's not even an SJW. You want to know who's an SJW? A bunch of lonely virgin sore losers who just can't take criticism, nor can take anything as a joke, and acts like a bunch of man children.
Not to mention, he was calling her a Karen, even though she was trying to say that he shouldn't be harassed, and he used an alt account to harass her, and she said she was gonna block him.
This is why I say, and since Kyle made since Mercury Blue Trigger made a rant on me and showed the evidence, I guess everybody's gonna start questioning. They're gonna come to me and I'll be questioned if I was actually a cyberbully. But if I told them that I wasn't actually a cyberbully, but in fact they troll this entire time and confirmed that Mercury Blue Trigger was lying, and he sent me love like porn.
At least my videos are better.
Then everyone will start hating on him.
Yeah. Not to mention, at least what, your videos?
Yeah, at least my videos are better than theirs, like Bia and Mukri.
Yeah, because at least you show like evidence and proof.
And also some Brazilian news and worldwide news, even though you guys aren't interested in it, but I am.
Yeah, but the problem is some people think I really don't like when they think, when they make fun of, like, they always think about like sometimes it's certain things I don't want to say because I don't want to offend certain Latino people. Like, there are people out there I have Latino friends, but the problem is, there was the whole George Floyd thing where somebody had made a like there was a hate, like they were these Latino people were making fun of George Floyd's death, even though it was, and they considered it dark. They were making it as a dark humor, even though I actually looked it up. Even there were Latinos and Latinas saying that that they only make fun of their politics, not our politics.
Yeah.
Brazilian politics is just corruption, and we're beginning to fight it since the 2013.
Yeah. And most of those people who complain about politics, gaming and anime and shit are mostly right wingers.
Furries are also Nazis.
Not all furries.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying this as an example.
Also Dave98 is also a hypocrite because he thinks that furries are bad. Yet he likes Five Nights at Freddy's, and those animatronics are anthropomorphic animal furries as well. So that proves that he's a hypocrite. And he says the word fag like a homophobic slur. So he's considered to be a homophobe.
Yeah, I know about Go Dave. He harassed me during the Google Plus days.
But he also is the one that feeds trolls constantly.
I miss Google Plus.
Same here, because at least it wasn't.
Nowadays we have this MUI thing where we just search up things and it don't pop up. And if I go to home page, it just shows friends' posts. And if I just go to
the real reason why Infinite Music 888 and many others turn on Beatrice, it's because I did an exposing video out of her, calling her out.
And then they hate on the MeWe community, because even though the MeWe community they're trying to and they actually knew about how Beatrice was back then, and they're trying to say, and also her wife are trying to defend her, saying, it's in the past. Okay, and just because it's in the past doesn't mean that people are gonna
nothing stays in the past.
Some
Yes,
of my
we.
friends
I have.
also left MeWe.
Yeah, because it's just the problem is just getting too expensive and stuff. It's getting too pricey because it's a private thing, and it's starting to become more and more crazy. Like for example, I heard anti-vaxxers are in that on MeWe.
That's why I decided to go against.
Fun
That's why I'm
fact: I
doing the
got
community
a
notifying
vaccine.
you.
I got a first dose of
That's
vaccine
why I
for
say
COVID
don't trust
19.
anti-vaxxers because
Yeah,
they
but
want to spread lies against you and manipulate you.
I have one question. But I fun fact: I got a first dose of vaccine of COVID 19 from maybe like yesterday.
I already got mine like months ago.
I got mine like many months ago.
This is because I turned 16, and the limit here in Sweden is 16.
The age of consent of being a pedophile in Russia is 16.
Well, the age of consent of being a pet. Well, when you become the age of consent in Russia. Well, the age of consent where the age of consent in Russia is 16. Where the only and you saying the age of consent where being a pedophile in Russia is 16, but I said the age where the age where you can become a pedophile is 16.
The age of
It's
becoming a pedophile is 16 to 18. Whatever
yeah,
state or country you live in.
yeah, because unless like for example, if your lover was like 5 years younger than you.
Then yes. And I heard that if Beatrice is 27 and that 11-year-old Russian boy was a child, then this could mean that Beatrice is actually a pedophile.
Yeah,
And
and she
also,
turned.
I'm going to
Dating
get my second
Gypsy,
dose of vaccine on September
who
30th.
is also a minor, then Beatrice is completely confirmed to be a pedophile.
Yeah,
Also,
because this is just a
also,
legend.
I'm also going to get my second dose of vaccine on September 30th.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Also, recently
it's
I was just playing a game called Mario Kart Double Dash. One of
yeah,
my favorite GameCube games of all time.
yeah.
While the
It's just
GameCube may not be successful, it not only had one of its best controllers, but one of its greatest games.
One of the only things that I don't like about GameCube is that it didn't support DVDs.
The online,
Um,
yeah, that's what sucked about it. It's just only
yeah, but
three games and that's it.
yeah, maybe because maybe they weren't. It was hard to make.
but thankfully, I played this PlayStation 2 and the original Xbox in my childhood.
Yeah, the PlayStation 2's online service, along with the original Xbox, are better.
Original Xbox was created by Microsoft back then in 2001.
Oh my god! You know what?
What?
That was 20 years ago.
Yeah. Also, Super Monkey Ball was one of the greatest reasons to play the GameCube, to play games on your GameCube.
Yeah, not to. Yeah, not. Yeah,
Like if you look, like for example, if you look around, if you look behind it, there's actually GameCube games right here. I have Super Monkey Ball 1, but I also got Super Monkey Ball 2. I got 2 games for the GameCube. I got 2 of them. And they're and they're really fun to play because I like to do the challenges, but I finally beat it the first one.
And I don't have any PS2 or original Xbox because I don't have any of them because I sold them. I sold them all because they
I
were
like the
too.
original first 2.
Yeah, I sold them all because it didn't fit through my whole room, so I sold them all, including the games.
I do miss the Wii days. I do miss the Wii days. I do really miss the Nintendo Wii Shop channel.
There was also an add-on for the PlayStation 2, which you can connect your Linux into it.
Okay, boomer. Fuck yeah, going to die. And then when I saw Beatrice getting diabetes, I was like, well, I may, I may, I may, I know, I know celebrating someone dying from diabetes is bad, but Beatrice grooming minor, but this person who's been grooming minors and lying about her sexuality and confirmed to be a pedophile, I could accept this. This one.
Yeah, and I saw on Facebook when she after got out of the hospital, she ate more McDonald's.
I
Yep.
probably think when she sent porn to 11-year-old Russian boy, I think she was like 15 or 16, like you guys said at the time.
But then it turns out she wasn't actually 15.
Okay.
Yeah, this is just a legend. We think it's a legend because I think the person was overreacting about her.
It's an allegation. We know it's a claim, but we're
Yeah,
waiting for the claim to be true.
of course.
Because sometimes the person could be lying about her being,
But we're not entirely sure.
because we think this girl could be just, what.
If we have to find out if all we gotta do is just investigate.
Hmm.
Yeah, when I got the yeah, when I firstly got the COVID shot, it it kind of hurted, but when I got it the second time, it didn't hurt.
Hmm.
Yeah, it hurted me on March. Like I got a fever, but luckily I recovered.
Yeah, I just want, yeah,
I mean, I
yeah.
do totally respect Swedish people, but the culture is too bad.
At least it's not. At least you're not in America.
Yeah, because America has like problems, and while Sweden has high equality of life and free healthcare and education and some stuff.
It's better. I feel like Canada up there is like better.
Yeah, cause free healthcare,
It has better healthcare,
free healthcare.
but it also costs money though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and let me just read some facts that you want to hear about Sweden if you're interested in it. You want me?
Well, if you want,
Yeah. Sweden is the fourth country to have good human rights.
Ooh.
And
wow.
Sweden invented Minecraft, Zippers, Caramel Dancer, SoundCloud, Geometry Dash, and IKEA, and also meatballs.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know SoundCloud was made in Sweden.
And until 2009, people did not speak Swedish. They spoke English because it was the popular language in Sweden until 2009. And most of its population speaks English, like you guys do, and me.
Most of the Swedish speak English.
Yeah, most people in Sweden speak English, and you can
Nice.
swim in the lake in Sweden. And also the Nobel Peace Prize has originated there.
Ooh.
And and Sweden is also known for a YouTuber named PewDiePie.
Yep.
Of course.
And that's all I got to say about it. What do you guys think?
Awesome.
That is an awesome fact.
Is it
Yeah,
better
I know.
than is it better than your country, America?
Yeah.
It's much better
Yeah,
than living in the United States.
because the problem is because in America, people are just there's a lot of stuff that used to be good. Now it's starting to become bad because everything that's like, for example, they're trying to be more woke. Like, for example, they're making stuff that used to be. They're trying to make comic books. Comic books and cartoons are starting to become are declining because woke culture.
On a quote unquote woke culture.
Yeah, it's instead of just I mean there are some moments. Yeah, for example, I miss the days where they like and they don't and sometimes they don't and sometimes companies don't want to listen to us about other videos, other we want other like us black people want other movies that doesn't even involve the struggles.
Because it's just solace to me.
Yeah, like some of us want like I always wanted a horror movie where some, like I haven't seen much I remember I haven't seen much black people that were I know vampires, I know black people were black vampires, but I haven't seen much black, werewolves.
And just to let you a friendly reminder that I'm not have Swedish or origins. I only have Brazilian.
I know.
Brazilian. Never been to Brazil.
Me neither, because for what I heard, it's kind of corrupt there.
And when I was born in Brazil, so I moved to Sweden.
When did you move to Sweden? When?
Probably in like 2008.
2008. I moved to New York since 2007. I'm thinking of moving out the city to live on Sweden because or Canada because Canada up there is safe. Canada is pretty safe.
I've been thinking about moving to England because my boyfriend's there and because it's better than America to some extent. Because because I might live in England.
But the only problem with Sweden is that refugees from Syria are taking over the country, and they're just possessing it with crime in some sort. I don't like that shit.
Oh,
What's wrong? Oh, crime?
Yeah, crime. Refugees provoke crime in Sweden.
And it'll make
I prefer Canada because Canada is the safest country in the world.
I prefer England because there's less guns there.
And there's less crime.
According to Google, Iceland was the safest country in the world.
Yeah, Iceland is the most safest.
Yeah, because because I guess not much people is in ice. No one knows about because they think Iceland is like a cold country.
Along with Singapore, Finland, Mongolia, Norway, Denmark, Canada, and New Zealand. Also making it to the top 10.
I know I can understand Finland because Finland is more advanced than any other country.
They're also happy.
Yeah, and I heard their educational system is pretty good than our educational system.
Yeah, that means I'll be finally fully educated.
But in my country, Brazil, it has more crime, drugs, and corruption and crime, which I don't like.
Yeah, that's the problem because Brazilian governments are pretty corrupt.
And they don't do nothing about it. Just uh, they just don't stop the preventless drugs until 2019 came. You mean
Yeah,
Bolsonaro, which I like him.
yeah. Not to mention there was another moment where they said, "Oh, there was there one government who will say that getting a COVID shot will make you into a crocodile or an alligator or some shit."
Mm, I think I think I'm I think I I like don't agree with that, but I still respect his ideology or some shit.
But it sounds ridiculous.
I know,
That's like the equivalent of saying vaccines will make you autistic.
The same bullshit logic.
but
But I kept saying, nobody's a god, nobody's a devil. Don't trust them.
but if you look at the previous governments, they have been more corrupt than our current government are.
Even China is corrupt.
Of
Um,
course. That's why no one likes. That's why there's a lot of racism towards Asian people.
since the COVID came in,
Yeah.
well, I
But
do respect.
I
But
heard it
I
was
kept saying
before
to everyone,
COVID.
that's why sometimes you don't want to trust anybody who says it's God's punishment. Because in this world, it's impossible to see a God. I'm
The
sorry,
only
bro.
problem with China is that there's no freedom in there.
Because they're nothing. Because the government is nothing but full of cowards.
And I see that Rainbow Doggy Unicorn left.
Yeah. I'm just playing a good old game called Ocarina of Time.
Oh, there we go. He came in.
Yeah, I'm sorry because something just happened.
I was
Oh,
just playing a game, Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, I'm just for some odd reason every time I
oh, and some headlines came in. Do you guys know Benjamin Mendy,
no.
Oh, you mean that? Oh, you mean like the guy? You mean the?
the football player?
I did not know about the football player.
Well, on August 26, 2021, Manchester City announced that Mendy had been suspended following him being charged with 4 counts of rape and one of sexual assault.
Damn.
I'm not even lying. It was on the headlines.
Yeah, that's why I feel like these. I feel like
Does anybody
sometimes.
know about Sargon of Akkad?
Sargon of yeah,
Yeah, you know that one retarded douchebag,
yeah, I know him.
the one that complained about not doing nothing but politics. It's like, look, I would say it had to be the right wingers that are doing nothing.
Yeah, the left wingers. I believe someone is doing something.
Some of them, yes. Some of them, yes, I could agree, but not every one of them.
But I don't like the thing where the governments have become full authoritarian and just force
I
people
really hate
to.
when both parties don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Both
Yeah,
parties
Up.
suck.
yeah, but I meant that they just force people to wear a mask and force people
I
to.
I wear
Uh,
masks. I wear it.
yeah, but in Sweden, it doesn't. It's not necessary. Right now in Sweden, the COVID cases are like. Hold on, let me see. It's like 1 million.
1 million.
Yeah,
United States
one.
hits the most. Cause a bunch of dumbasses on the internet.
While in Brazil,
Anti-maskers, and anti-vaxxers.
Anti-maskers are
while,
nothing but a bunch of Nazis.
while in Brazil, we have 20 million.
Blame the anti-maskers and anti-vaxxers. Anti-maskers are just
I guess.
Well,
I
I don't
guess
like them
the
too.
real reason why God stayed in heaven is because he too feared of what he has created.
oof.
God himself.
I don't like them, the anti-vaxxers.
Yeah, they're pretty dumb.
But
Yeah.
I also don't like the fact that the governments are forcing people how to put a mask on and just have have the vaccine. It's I think people must need freedom of speech.
But the problem is because most of the most countries are either full of anti-maskers or anti-vaxxers. That's why.
And
And
most of the anti-vaxxers are white supremacists.
in Australia, in the example, some said that it's illegal to get some fresh air in Australia. It happened in New South Wales. I'm not even kidding. It happened
Oh
like
wow.
6 days ago.
I guess I really don't blame governments for one bit.
But have you heard of one YouTuber named Mimologi 101? He criticizes the plain shit for everything that the government has done, even if it's right wing, far right, or left wing. They even
It's like,
criticize
why
Biden.
can't you go both sides out, both left wingers and right wingers, when either one side is wrong?
Yeah, well,
Be-
when they do a oopsie, they just make a video for it.
Every time a mass shooting happens, because in America, every time there's a mass shooting happens, they always go out of the way and blame video games for no apparent reason. And I think most
Yeah, for example, I remember they were going to try banning video games in Chicago when Chicago has a lot of even though Chicago it's not even Chicago even violent bill I mean Chicago is a high crime state. There's been a lot of crime there since even before video games was a thing.
Yeah.
They're just stupid. Like, for example, they're trying to blame violent video games for the reason why.
and Americans are mostly white supremacists. That's why I feel like I'm gonna have to destroy this country and give Native Americans their land back.
I don't like white supremacists too, and
Yeah.
even our current government in Brazil don't like them.
Yeah. They're just the reason why we can't have nice things all the time.
This is why I say it's time to go to war against anti-gamers. What should I call them? Anti-gaming white supremacist feminazis who don't even care about one.
I'm a gamer, and that's stupid.
Yeah, I like to play game. I really want to play games, but I want to play games and stuff. I remember Very Good tried to said like he doesn't want to play violent. He doesn't like violent video games because he said something about violent video games will make a person violent, will make them a school shooter.
Wow, what a retard!
Remember that?
Yeah, I know him. Yeah, I know that. Drew Pickles, 1957 said it.
I was like, really, dude?
Come on, there is way more violence than this.
Yeah, like I remember, yeah.
They don't even want
There's
to. They don't want to even care. I know why anti-gamers don't care about serious issues. It's because they wanted to keep their hatred against everyone, and I feel like they can rot in hell for that.
Yeah, the reason why I feel like America don't want to get rid of white supremacy is because of the quote unquote freedom of speech.
That's why I'm deciding to do one thing: burn or lift the law. Sometimes the amendments need to be lifted.
Yeah. And sometimes the amendments have to sometimes the amendment doesn't always excuse what you're doing.
It makes me feel like it makes you wonder. Does it make you feel like the amendments are worth it? And guess what we're gonna do?
Yeah.
Remove it
Yeah,
and try to
we
get
might
Native
have to.
Americans their land back,
Yeah.
so that way we can actually enslave the supremacists.
Yeah. Do you guys know about Haiti? The one,
That one country?
yeah, that one country where they had an assassinated president and also had an earthquake during that same time.
Yeah. I heard
I
that
know what would
earthquake.
happen if Trump got assassinated, along with Mike Pence.
And according to some news outlets, it was probably in a coup. And
Yeah, I heard.
1 month later, it suffered a huge earthquake with many casualties, which is probably a coincidence because every time in Haiti is a disaster, but a big disaster.
Yeah, I heard they haven't still recovered since the earthquakes. Since the earthquake.
Oh yeah, in my homeland, Puerto Rico, it received an earthquake last year. This is not a fucking joke. I'm that serious. It actually happened in my hometown.
Yeah,
It happened in my.
I know about that one.
I feel sorry
Yeah,
for all the people that had to suffer through the earthquake, including the ones in Japan.
In
yeah,
Brazil, we
and
don't have any. In Brazil, we have a little bit of earthquakes.
Well, that's good.
While in Sweden, we also have a little bit of earthquakes because we live in Europe, while my family lives in South America.
Most of your family members live in South America.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
New York City has the fewest earthquakes,
Yeah,
so I'm pretty lucky, and they're pretty rare.
but our neighbor countries of Brazil do some earthquakes, which a little bit shaken in the country. Like for example, in Chile, there can be a lot of earthquakes. You know the country Chile?
Yep.
Like in 11 years ago, Chile was struck by an earthquake. More than 500 people died, including a tsunami,
Oh, wow.
and over 1 million people lost their homes.
Millions of people lost their homes.
Yeah, over 1 million people.
shit.
Good thing I didn't suffer. Good thing.
But Chile is living in the Pacific Ocean, so it doesn't affect Brazil at all. It didn't really affect it because Brazil doesn't border Chile. But but Argentina does border Brazil, which together borders Chile and Argentina and Brazil. Now we're not gonna talk about geography or some shit, but I'm just trying to find an article that fits the most.
YouTube.com.
And one thing to say, TikTok is just revolutionizing the whole world. Everyone is using TikTok, not even me and you and other people, or my friends, whatever. But I seen that Beatrice is using it.
So TikTok,
Yeah.
but when people say TikTok is cringe, guess what? There are way more cringier videos than that.
And I also
Yeah.
heard that
Like the anti-SJW cringe compilation.
TikTok is owned by the Chinese government.
I thought it was owned by India.
It's owned by Chinese government. They used to.
Which they can spy on you. Let me just read the article here.
But doesn't America do the same thing?
They did ban TikTok under the Trump era, but under Biden, they reversed the option, which sucks.
Fuck TikTok.
But
hate
look,
it.
TikTok. I mean, don't America also spy on their people as well?
Yeah, they do. They have the FBI.
That is very creepy.
Yeah. Even though
And
they said
very
they have,
interesting.
even though they said they had removed the back doors, they did this because they did this during 9/11 after 9/11 happened.
At the time 9/11, when 9/11 happened, internet was still growing. Internet was still a thing. Yahoo was a popular thing at the time, and that's such. Yahoo
Yeah.
and AOL and some stuff like that. It was a
Yeah.
popular thing until Google took it in 2009.
Yeah, because I heard Google was made by the FBI, for what I heard. Was made by the FBI to spy on people.
Yeah.
So that's why some people have problems, using Google at times, because they might spy on you if you search anything up. That's why some people are using alternatives like DuckDuckGo.
By the way, if 9/11 happened today, then people would most likely post it on TikTok.
It's
Everywhere.
called known as the war against the FBI, known as the Tidal Union War. Imagine an organization like a secret, powerful organization on the Tidal Union's goal is to take down the government.
Yeah, that's why people don't like the government.
That's why people started hating on the FBI too.
Because they keep spying on people for unnecessary reason.
And my
They
goal
act
is
like-
to destroy them and avenge my ancestors.
Yeah, because everyone is tired of being spied on. You don't want to be like, imagine.
At least in Sweden, we don't get spied by the FBI.
Yeah, they want to do this because of the terrorist group that happened after 9/11, but they shouldn't be spying on them.
They want to know if you're associated by Al Qaeda, but you're not.
Yeah.
That's why I'm forming the anti-FBI group. That's why I feel like it's time to form the anti-FBI group.
And the government doesn't care about it.
Bastards down.
You just say some.
Say to them, we are the
blah, blah,
Tidal
blah.
Union, and we are here to take you out. Our empire will take you down.
I mean, in a few more days, the 20th anniversary of 9/11 is gonna come during the Taliban offensive. What do you guys think?
I think it's just, yeah, it's just starting. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a little scary if that happens.
It might be because there might be another attack that happened on the same day during Biden's presidency, because Biden is ineffective and he has dementia.
Yeah. Some people blame. Yeah. It's
I
not.
really realized that Biden is actually a horrible person, and then I
Hold
realized
on,
I regretted it.
hold on.
But at least he's not a fascist.
Hold on. I'm gonna talk to my mother. So
All right.
uh, I'm gonna mute this.
All right.
It's
Okay.
kind of sad that I really hate when I get spied on.
Yeah, because same here. Because you could do.
It's
You could be still.
disgusting.
Yeah.
It's very disgusting.
They're doing this because they're trying to avoid terrorists.
But
Even
they,
though.
but they're also. But what if we reveal the truth and call it the anti-FBI organization to take them down? They'll say,
Yeah. Like for example.
stop
Yeah.
spying on people, and if you spy on people, we will take you out.
Yeah. It's really unacceptable to spy on people because.
It's disgusting, but also disrespectful to their privacy.
Yeah. That's why people say they have no privacy. Ever heard of the backdoors situation? The backdoors thing?
It's called. I'm gonna form an anti-government group to get Native Americans their land back.
Yeah, because that's why people say they're using alternative to other search sites like DuckGoGo.
But you know what I'm gonna call it? The war against the FBI.
Yeah, because the FBI just don't understand that everyone has privacy. Everyone has their privacy.
And you're violating it. Those who violate should be punished. Governments are also blinked. Imagine the governments were outraged finding out a Latino man by the name of Puerto Rican Devil and why Nazi soldiers really hate him. It's called Why the Government Hates It. Why the government and right wingers and feminazis hate him.
I know. This is just I understand why people say they have a problem with the government because the government always like to do unnecessary things.
All right,
Run
guys,
the
I'm back.
Political Union Empire.
I'm back.
All right.
We just only I don't want to say that because it's private.
It's reasonable.
Yeah, but the real reason why we need our privacy is that we don't want to get. That way nobody knows.
Yeah. Because you could be searching about anything, but it could be just, for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
That's why there are people out there who's using alternative to what.
Hey, at least I went to the other websites.
I might
Don't
probably
do
have
that
a
shit.
feeling that another 9/11 attack might happen under Biden's presidency, but I'm not sure.
Another
Well, it might,
9/11 attack that might happen
it
in
might
2021.
but it's
I'm
not gonna happen because of the stuff.
well,
Let's hope for that. Let's hope for
well,
that.
well, not the same style, but on the same day. Not probably a shooting.
Oh yeah, did you know that a Trump cult was also raiding the Capitol?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
I
that.
heard about. Yeah, I
January
heard about
6th.
that.
And Trump got impeached for that?
He got a lot of shit for that. People are saying, but he said that, he told them to tell them to go home and stuff.
And Trump thought it was an illegal vote. Yet the votes that are counted are actually real and legit.
It wasn't. I heard by news outlets that it wasn't Trump. It was actually some people that are Antifas.
Yeah, but that's not true because there were a lot of people who they were trying to. That's kind of horseshit. They're trying to say it because they think Antifa's even though. Sure, there
And
are
then
people out
you
there.
say to them, voted against God, and there's always consequences. And then they
Oh,
put
James
Who
just
cares?
came in. I'm gonna add him to the stream.
Every god has a weakness, just like devils do.
Hey James.
Hey,
Hey, Dan.
Hello, James.
hey.
Hey.
I'm just playing a game called.
Yeah, I'm kind of a little bored right now, and I really been thinking about, I might possibly leave the stream because I want to do other stuff.
Okay, then that's fine. Maybe if you like that, then I will end the stream also.
Oh, you
You don't
are?
have to.
Okay.
You
Then
don't have to. Come on. You
okay,
don't have to.
okay. I'm.
Yeah, you
I'm
can
just
still
talking
have.
to you guys.
Yeah, you
I'm
can
just-
still have the stream without me.
Okay, then
If
that's good.
Yeah, I'm just looking up my old, looking at my old IDs from the high school. Some of them are just really embarrassing.
Okay then.
Yeah, at least you're not. I'm just really.
He's dead.
Well, I'm just wondering a question.
What's the question?
I think that are you actually leaving the stream or not? Are you?
What you say?
Are you actually leaving the stream like you said before?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have one thing to say, and
What?
it's about Call Me Carson.
Oh, I know about that.
Call Me Carson will never be forgiven for his actions. And
Yeah, but you have to realize it was. I heard it wasn't sexual for what I heard.
okay, but
One of my friend Arachne, you've had me in a video on it, and he kind of talks about what about the thing and stuff.
okay, then you might have you heard of Ian Watkins?
Ian Watkins.
Ian Watkins, yes, he's a singer who was convicted of sexual assault.
But that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story.
Yeah, but I think that okay,
That's
then fine. Okay, we'll get to that
Alright.
later.
all right.
Okay, I seen she left.
Damn it.
She left.
Load. Just load.
Okay, while she's left, I'm just gonna talk about Call Me Carson.
Oh, Carmi Carson. Isn't he like the pedophile?
Sort of, but according to her, she said that she's not really that accused or some shit, but people still
We're
praise
not
him.
sure. We're not sure if he's a pedophile or not.
Me either, because this month he actually came back.
Yeah.
It says that Call Me Carson breaks month-long social media hiatus with bizarre tweet. YouTuber and social media personality Call Me Carson caught many people by surprise. It's been almost 2 months since Carson King last posted on Twitter, but his latest tweet was too quickly deleted after claiming it was a mistake. And here's it says, Carson has been centered on controversy all year ever since he was accused of grooming underage fans in January 2021. Since these allegations, Carlson has become silent on social media and YouTube. But back in June, he tweeted, "Give me a little bit longer," which sparked a quite debate if the one star should ever return. And his latest tweet caught the attention of many for the short time it was up, as he quickly deleted what he said, but not before the community was able to capture the moment. And 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 there. What do you think, Sonny Latta? Are you hearing? Sonny
Mhm.
Latta? What do you think of those things that I heard, that I
And I
read?
also heard that the creator of Sonic.exe was also a pedophile.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And
Good.
I think that was the only one, because that was all it. But do you want me to talk about Ian Watkins? Ian Watkins.
Yeah, Deanne Watkins. Never heard of him.
Ian. Okay, let me just read that. Ian Watkins. Let me just read the Wikipedia page. Ian David Carslake Watkins is a Welsh convicted sex offender and former singer, songwriter, and musician. He achieved prominence as the co-founder, lead vocalist, and lyricist of the rock band Lost Prophets. In 2013, he was sentenced to 29 years of imprisonment for multiple sexual offenses, including the sexual assault of young children and babies. Lost Prophets disbanded shortly thereafter, and no other members formed the band No Devotion, with American singer Geoff Rickley replacing Watkins. And, and if you didn't know, he was sentenced to 29 years of imprisonment for multiple sexual offenses, including the sexual assault of young children and babies.
So, Chloe Carson was in charge of sexual assault of children?
Yeah, and Call Me Carson.
I feel bad for some minors though.
Yeah, for this situation going on.
I hope they're doing fine.
Yeah, I hope they're doing good in their life, who've been sexually harassed by these people.
I hope they're fine. I hope they're okay.
Probably. You want me to talk about Ian Watkins? One that I talked about before.
Really good. Like these races, it appears, don't take a ton out of her from a physical standpoint. Sometimes when horses run a lot of races, they can look a little bit on the thin side. She looks really good here, and I love how poised she is on the warm up. You can see Jose Ortiz giving her a little tap on the turns around.
It's so. I do know about Chloe Carson. I did hear that he was a pedophile, and I was pretty shocked. I was like,
He was also known for that meme 2 years ago where he cried.
yeah.
Yeah, 146 pounds. I mean, she's done it several times.
I should.
24 pounds. She is carrying more weight than some of these, but.
Oh yeah, have you heard of the Chris Nielsen allegation?
Yeah, I think I want to share some screen.
Okay, let me tell you. Chris Nielsen was actually accused of being an emotional abuser.
Okay.
I was like really shocked behind this. I was really shocked. I was like, holy shit. He's actually an emotional abuser.
Okay. Do you see it?
And I hope the victims of Krasniowski are okay. And
Okay.
then I remember one time I watched Yellow Flash video and I had to defend that emotional abuser. He blamed a victim. He thought it was an SW, yet it was a victim.
I feel like I want to share some screen.
But the real reason why I made that Spiconia, why I made a Drew Pickles video on Yellow Flash, is to take my revenge on him.
Yeah. Do you see the screen? I want to keep this on because I feel like the
Yeah, I
remix
see the
will not
screen.
work. So I'm just gonna search. Um, Ian Watkins. That's Ian Watkins right there. You see? Um, so here it says on Wikipedia. I know this might not sound interesting to you, but this is this is. Do you want me to hear the story,
Hmm.
Ian Watkins?
Yeah.
This is Ian Watkins. That's him. And there, on December 19, 2012, Watkins was charged at Cardiff Magistrates Court with conspiracy to engage in sexual activity with a 1-year-old girl. You hear that? 1-year-old girl. And positions of or in the distribution of indecent images and of children and extreme animal pornography. He was yeah, and that was it. So he was accused of that in 2012 and went to prison. And while you're there, I'm just gonna show some weird shit that
Yeah.
that Coffee Carson has done. Oh. Call me Carson. So he made this new video 16 hours ago saying moving forward. He made this 16 hours ago, Sonia Lanik.
Oh, wow.
And that's what's I'm not gonna I just gonna do you want me to play it for you?
Huh?
Okay.
Spear Charity or Yacht, as I'm calling it, at Palmco.5, which is linked down below, where me and my team will be updating it with lots of news. Yeah, that's about it. I hope to see you there on the 1st, and yeah.
So, so what he said in the video is that he will move forward from the situation and focus on gaming content, like he always does in the past. And let me see. And he also bring in a link there. And for more info, go here. CallMeCarson.live, and that is where he linked the shit. I feel like I want to end the stream here.
Wait, you do?
Since James left, I think. Do you understand what I'm saying? What
Yeah.
I understand. Do you want to be in the stream? Okay. Because sometimes I hear in the background that you're always eating.
I gotta go eat. I gotta leave. So it was nice talking to you.
Yeah, and
I'll see you later.
yeah, should I end the stream here?
Yeah.
Okay, leave if you want. I'm gonna end that there. Yeah.